Hello everyone, we got some more Halo Wars 2 coverage to give you guys today. This time, another good game of Blitz Mode, this time with Captain Cutter instead of Atriox. This guy over here, I've been able to get like a couple of really nice cards. I've gotten like, I think maybe one or two multiplayer games under my belt so far. Now, before every single game, you can choose which deck that you want to go with. So right now, this deck over here that I've been playing around with, it's sort of my my go-to deck. I was able to gather up enough cards, so to speak, to get some really cheesy builds where I got archer missiles, the what was it, the Condor, I believe. Actually, is it called the Condor? Yes, it is called the Condor. Apologies for that. Which is the new late game unit for the UNSC, which acts much in the same way as the Scarab, but instead it's a flying air unit of doom. Now I was able to launch some archer missiles down, destroy the Locust. Almost destroy the Locust, destroy the Marauder, and some Banshees, which is pretty good. And now my Warthogs can clean up and kick some butt. And right now, my focus is just gathering up as much energy as possible to get out the Condor. And then afterwards, I'm just going to kick some butt. Don't want to stay too close to those Hunters because they will Shrek me, definitely. Just like my Atriox build that was in development for quite a time, actually. This build is primarily focused on call-ins, so for example, ODST drops, Adrenaline, which will allow me to speed up the speed of my units. I got some, what was it, Condor drops as well, which is pretty good. I got a nice, like, army that can just come out of nowhere. We got some snipers over here, so I was able to get the Hellbringers out, and instead just put in snipers, which are, in my opinion, better in my sort of army setup. And there we go, Condor Strike. Showing this game off, which is a little bit later on into our coverage of Halo Wars 2's Blitz Mode, primarily because I just wanted to show off some of the some new stuff with the Condor. So right now, focusing fire on the Hunter, he was able to do a nice mine attack, which is pretty savage actually. So I'm gonna do an ODST drop, I think, but I'm not really. Right now it's just a shit show. There's just Wolverines coming out of every which way. Now it comes the ODST drop. Keep in mind, I'm trying to save up resources for my Condor, so I don't really want to waste too much. ODSTs can launch satchel bombs, which will allow me to just like do tons of damage to a given area, which is pretty good. So I may be able to kill some units here. Yep, pretty good stuff. Clean up the Reaver over there, and then afterwards maybe even destroy the Reef. That would be really ideal, actually.
Zone A captured.
I've had some teammates that are more focused on just spamming out tons and tons of grunts on the map and just overwhelming my opponents. And sometimes I got guys that are more focused on just gathering around resources. At the start, you were able to see my Warthogs, and I chose the Warthogs at the start primarily so that I could, what was it, gather up energy as fast as possible. You do have a choice of, oh man, I shouldn't have summoned that Hornet right there, but whatever. You do have a choice of your starting army, but I just picked Warthogs because I felt like they were a good choice. Anyway, Hornet's going to do some damage. I'm going to use a Satchel Charge to maybe take out the Marauder. But I'm going to back off anyway with the Hornet.
Local units,
that son of a bitch.
All units. Sure thing.
My biggest problem with definitely with the Xbox 360 version of Blitz would probably be the controller. Summoning cards is a little bit awkward. And does have like a little bit of delay, and also you're not able to effectively put down your cards in the place that you want them to be put down. So let's say you want to put them down where that choke point is, right, where my unit is being flamed by the Hellbringers. If I have the cursor hovering over another area, then it's going to put it down on wherever the area the cursor is hovering over. Okay, so right now, gonna get out the stealth Kodiak. This is basically Kodiak but stealth. So if you don't got any vision, or not vision, but detection, well, this unit's just gonna Shrek you guys. And finally, now I'm summoning the Condor. There we go, boys. Armed with Rolf. Oh, look at these guns. There we go. He's here. He's mean. He's teal. He's gonna kick some butt. He got some railguns over here, which will help him just like annihilate forces. Also, he's pretty beefy actually as well. Got a reactive Cyclops, which will allow me to tank some shots, which is pretty. It's a pretty good unit actually.
All stations are go.
Yeah, there we go. Just stomps all over the competition. But again, much like the Scarab, it is a very it's a unit that just dies after a given amount of time. Cyclops over there dropping that guy in was definitely a mistake. Granted, I'm only versing off against enemy Cyclops, so it's okay, I guess. Just gonna be able to take these guys out pretty easy. Sniper over here is gonna help me out a little bit more as well. So right now we're doing pretty good. Allies going after the drop pods up, and the mech blast kills most of my guys. So this is pretty dicey actually. The enemy has a lead over us in points, and also has a lead over us in terms of what was it, army. So what I'm going to do is use some archer missiles, maybe tighten up the battle. There we go. Ooh.
Zone A contested.
My ally's gonna summon in like a Hornet. Not sure why I summoned the Wolverine. Not a good unit at all. And then I just summoned the Condor, because why not? Condor is a beautiful looking unit. It's kind of weird that the Vulture's just been tossed aside in favor of the Condor. It's like, listen, your shit is just outdated. Get the fuck out of my face. They're just gonna pop up a ton of railguns, then we're good. I want to see this guy in multiplayer. That would be amazing. The enemy also plopped down a Condor as well. It's designated by the flag over here, but again, we were pretty new at the whole like aspect of summoning units onto the battlefield, so we didn't know that the Condor was only a timed exclusive. And then yeah, there we go. Yep, there we go. And again, I made that mistake with the summoning of units. So that Kodiak's fucking dead. It takes a while for me to get used to it, especially since the computer has like a different way of on the computer it's a different way of summoning units. But you sort of forget the hang of it as time goes on. Again, I'm a PC player, so obviously console controls are just gonna be awkward for me. I don't remember who my opponents were in this sort of game, or my allies for them, or my ally for that matter. So it is what it is. Condor is just, I mean not Condor, Kodiak over here is just like pounding me in smithereens. Somebody was able to get a fucking Spartan. Look at that shit. Just crazy stuff. So far, I'm just unlucky. I get all these Condor strike cards, and then I get like a bunch of Cyclopses, but I never got a Scarab. I never got the cool stuff that I wanted. Just sucks. I mean, look at the Spartan over there. Granted, summon another Condor because I'm just like, yeah, I got access to him. The reason why I can do this is because we just have unrivaled access to energy. So our opponents, because they're not fighting over the energy, we're just dominating them.
Local units.
So I'm able to just deal with my opponents easily. Also, because I have stuff like archer missiles, if I'm ever like outnumbered, I can always like change the flow of the battle, which is pretty nice. Anyway, that would be another battle of the new Blitz mode for Halo Wars 2. If you want to learn more about Blitz, watch the first video. Bye bye.